Thought you knew I'm on the move and nowhere to be found. Thought you knew I'm on the move and nowhere to be found. Thought you knew I'm on the move and nowhere to be found.
What's going on? Episode 600. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 600. Listen, I can't get my screens to work right now. Okay? Episode 600, I'm having mad technical difficulties happening here today. But I'm still showing up. No matter what, I'm going to still show up. Welcome to episode 600, the breakdown. It's crazy because I feel like I'm getting younger as the episodes to continue to go up. It's crazy. Anyway, shout out to Gemini. Okay, shout out to Gemini. America's Exchange. I don't know what they're doing, man. They're hinting at something. They're putting out videos and teasers. I don't know what's happening out there, man. Gotta call into Gemini and see what's going on. But click the link, okay? I said something to you guys. I said, if you click the link, 48 hours, if you click the link, okay, I will do a review on a goddamn meme project, whatever. I will do a 2 to 3 minute video on a project and its community that goes hard on that link, okay? I didn't feel like you guys went hard, so I'm going to give you another opportunity. The link is out there on my profile. You can go ahead and click on it. Tell your whole community to click on it. And the community that shows up, I will go ahead and obviously do that little 2 to 3 minute video of breaking that asset down. GNN is the network that sponsors this program, or powers this program, I should say. It feels good. Honestly, 600 episodes, it feels good. I feel good. I feel like I got like 3,000, 4,000 in me. 100%. Oh, well, no Diddy. Relax. I didn't mean it that way. Look, obviously for the past few days, like you're waking up to red. Okay? You're waking up to red markets. It doesn't feel good. But let's start off this way. Zoom out. How about we zoom out? Zoom out. For those that, most people are in spot positions, I would think. Most people are in spot positions in crypto. Okay? I don't think everybody in crypto is leveraging. Like I don't believe everybody's playing with margins. Like I just don't believe it. People who are playing with fire, they're the only ones that can be sitting here and saying, fuck, I lost big time, right? I lost big time. But if you're sitting in spot, I don't know if you've lost. Have you zoomed out? I'm thinking that you're still in profit. Especially a lot of you guys, I see you on the timeline. A lot of you guys, I've seen you in the bear market saying that you've been buying things. During the bear market, you were buying things. So how can you be down? How can you be down? I don't believe you're down. Think you're panicking. Think you're listening to way too many people who thrive on causing chaos on timelines, on social media. They're no coiners. That's right. They don't hold coins. They don't. So you're feeding into people that like to cause havoc. If you believe in crypto and you believe in this economy that we have here, this ecosystem, this industry, then you're not worried one bit. By the way, you want Bitcoin to go down a bit. You want Bitcoin to settle down and relax because that will lead into old season. That's right. And most of you guys are holding old coins. You're holding the memes, you're holding other shit. Okay. You want at some point for Bitcoin to just relax and let the alts ride. All right. I feel like I got to calm everybody down because I'm looking at it also as like, guys, have you not got the message yet? Have you guys not understood how you have to approach the markets? You buy in the red and you sell in the green. It's that simple. Every successful investor buys in the red right now. And I'm going to tell you right now, every single wealthy person looks at these markets right now, the red market, what you're seeing right now, the red. They look at it and they go, oh my God, I get to buy again and make more money when it goes up. You guys go onto the timeline, and I'm generalizing, but you go onto the timeline, onto X, onto Facebook, onto Threads, onto TikTok, onto YouTube, whatever. And you start panicking. You start, it's over. Everything that I'm reading on the timeline right now, it is over. We had a good run. There are people that I've expected more from. They're talking about it's over. It's over. Meanwhile, 2 months ago, they were saying, like, we just started. Which one is it? If your mood is affected by a chart, do you really believe in crypto? Do you really believe in crypto? That really is the question. That really is the question. Speaking of, I'm not going to monologue it too much. I have somebody here that I'm going to bring on. You guys might know him. Okay? You might know him. And we'll go shoot this shit about crypto. And we might even go into other subjects. It's episode 600, baby. Okay? It's episode 600. Sponsored by Gemini, powered by GNN. Let's bring it right in. Let's bring him right in. Hey.
Big Dave.
Why is he not in here? Hold on. Why can't I display you? What is happening?
I see me. You don't see me? Can you hear me?
There you go.
What's up, bro?
There you go.
Hey.
What's going on?
Long time, bro. This is crazy.
I can't really see you, AJ, because my
Really?
monitor is blank. Okay, it's not connecting.
Well, you're missing the show.
I won't be able to see your reactions. I'll hear what you're saying. I can't see you. I'm in here blind. But what's going on, AJ? What's going on, brother?
Man, it's your what's going on with you? It's 600, man. You think I'm gonna miss this one? No. I mean, I missed 500. That was pretty messed up. But 600, I'm not missing. So congratulations, man. And I just been trying to set this place up, and it's getting there. I hope I sound good. I hope it looks all right, and just getting the studio ready. But yeah, thanks for inviting me on, man. It's good to be back. I mean, dude, I don't know. Some people might remember, some people don't, but we rocked out for a few months there, and it was such a good time.
Let me make them remember. Let me go tweet this out.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Let's go ahead and tweet this out because I can do that. I can stop the show midway. Hold on.
What do you mean? Of course, we used to live produce this thing.
Anything goes, right?
Yes, sir.
Anything goes. Anything goes. All right. I'm going to try this one more time because I do want to see you. I want to ask you about this lightning bolt hat because you're always coming on here with fucking merch. Shout out to your dad. Okay. He loves it when I curse. So hold on one second.
He has no idea I'm on. Nobody knows I'm on. I told nobody.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Surprise.
What do you take while I try to fix this right now? What do you you woke up to these markets, or you've seen the markets go a little bit sideways, go into the red areas here the last 2 to 3 days, or you want to go ahead and say last 4 to 5 days? What do you think about it? What are you getting out there when you're out there chatting it up with the people in crypto?
I think that, I mean, it depends who you're talking to, right? I mean, some people are just extremely bullish and they don't care, right? This is just it's part of the process. I mean, again, people forget if Kamala would have won, we'd be in a completely different world. So now we have a pro president. He's trying to solve wars, trying to do all this stuff. But if a very pro crypto president, he wants to be the crypto president, which there never really was one. So go ahead, right? So I don't really doesn't really matter. But man, to see his family extremely bullish, I think Eric Trump's like a pretty cool KOL. If we ever needed one, we used to not have any good ones. We had the weirdos. We do have Michael Saylor. You know what I mean? We do have the OGs. We do have the ones, like you have Charles on yesterday. I saw that. I saw some of that. He's an OG.
Charles was like, "Hey, listen, we're still going to have this Giga run."
Yeah, everybody believes it, bro. If you think this is it, then I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But the people that I'm talking to, I really feel that it's. I mean, we went from like 16K to 116K Bitcoin in a couple of years. I mean, we're pumping. I mean, we're doing pretty good. And there's just some weird players at play, and then there's some weird things going on. It's growing pains. I see this as growing pains, and for me, it's only a matter of time. So I'm just trying to position myself properly, probably the same as you. You know what I mean? Like I'm not really sweating it. I'm like, okay, I'm involved with a couple other different things. The cool thing about crypto is it's expanded. Like it's not just, hey, just buy Bitcoin, which still some Bitcoiners still do that, which I don't understand. But basically we have RWAs, we have AI stuff going on. There's no doubt that crypto is the future of finance, but then we have, like, I'm just trying to find the future of whatever industry that is. Like, I don't know if you had a chance to look at Palmer Luckey. He's out here in Orange County. The guy that built that crazy helmet. He was just on Joe Rogan. A crazy helmet to where it's attached to like Skynet. That's attached to every other guy that's holding.
The billionaire that was recently on Rogan show.
Yes, bro, you got to watch it. That dude's amazing. He's literally down the street from me. He's a badass, and he's actually the real Iron Man. No offense to Elon, but he's like the real deal. I think that kind of stuff is the future of warfare. You know what I mean? So what he's doing, and like, it's incredible. AI planes, AI, it's just, so I'm just trying to find where we're going in the next 3 to 5 years. I'm not thinking about tomorrow, although I do hold some things that I think about selling tomorrow. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm still a memer. I still love the memes. I still love the risky stuff. But some stuff's not that risky. It's not that risky. It's just time. It's just, you got to wait. So I'm really excited, man. I'm very, very bullish. I mean, on many levels. We have what's going on in Korea. We have the block. Okay, hold on. Danush hasn't called me in ages. Oh, my phone's messy. And now he called me when I'm live, bro. This is awesome. Hold on. Hey, Danush, I'm live right now on David Gokhstein's show. Say hi.
Okay, have fun.
What's going on?
All right, peace out. I'll see you.
See you on X.
Say hi to the listeners.
Love you,
Tell them
bro.
markets will go back up again.
Say it again.
I said, tell them don't worry, markets are gonna go back up again.
Love it. All right, bro. Later.
I'm not the one worried. I am really not the one worried. I come on to social media and I see panic attacks happening, and I'm like, guys, like, act like you've been here before, like that's the way I look at it, just like, why are we if you're panicking, then it means to me that you really don't believe in crypto. Like that's how I feel. Like, you don't believe in it. You came here to get quick money. You have you definitely don't have delayed gratification. Like, to me, that's how I look at it. I think also people need to change the way that they need to change the way they, I hate using this word, but invest into stuff. Like, what are you really investing into? like if you have conviction plays, right? You're not worried. Like if you're holding the right assets, you're not panicking. You're comfortable in your spot, and you're looking at this right now. You're looking at all this red, and you're like, okay, like you know what? I'm going to be just like Warren Buffett and all these successful investors. I'm going to go in. Okay, I'm gonna make some more purchases here. It's going to go green, and when it goes green, I'll scale out respectfully, and I'll continue to make money because that's how successful people in this industry make money. Okay, I think this whole hold shit, it's cool to hold shit. Don't get me wrong. It's cool to be a part of a group of a community, a cult where you're holding and you want to see it go to billions. But at the same time, you need to pay yourself. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of things that I have on my mind, AJ. There's a lot of people that miscalculated stuff and they're
Right.
sidelined. They watched a lot of their stuff go up. They didn't take out money. In
Yeah.
some sense, right now you've round tripped. Not yet though, because I still feel there's a long way to go here in this bull market. I believe that. I'm not listening to people that are still on the 4-year cycle. If I'm wrong on that, that's fine. But I don't believe we have that 4-year cycle right now. I don't believe we have a cycle in general. And I've been saying this for a while, and people have been calling me crazy, but I really don't believe we have this cycle. I believe Bitcoin will continue to go up. I believe how are we saying that? How are we saying that this bull run has come to an end and Ethereum hasn't even done anything? Like Ethereum has not really launched off and done anything yet. Money hasn't poured in here yet. It's still on the sidelines. The government's closed. The retail has not participated here yet, AJ. They have not come into this market. They have not played in this market yet. Once they get cleared of their little debt that they do have from COVID and all this shit, right? Once Trump decides to send out this tariff check to people, the 1,000, 2,000, whatever it is, and people get their hands on money, they will run into the markets. When rates get lower, people will start borrowing free money to get into the markets. I am telling you, man, we are not ready for what's to come. But you know what? Unfortunately, it's just human psychology where people just look at charts, they look at a red day, they panic, they don't zoom out, and then they make the wrong decisions. They'll get out of their conviction place. So that's how I'm seeing that's how I'm looking at all this stuff. I'm looking at especially veterans very disappointed that they're saying and they're out there saying it's over when you know what? You've been here before. Actually, we're all going to be new to this because this is going to be a completely crazy run on the next leg. But you have veterans out here scaring the shit out of people that are just new to this shit. Do better. Do better. That's all I got to say about that.
I agree, man. I think, well said. I think people forget that we're in the middle of a trade war too. Trump admitted it. He's done very well. We've done a lot of deals, but this, the last boss is China, and here we are. So I call it the Trump growth tax. I've brought it up to you before. Kind of made it up. It's just his growth tax. It's if you want to participate in the golden age, in the golden era, that what you're seeing, that's when the markets go crazy. That's when all the industries start firing in a good way, firing up. So I just think it's like you want to play ball with America, you got to at least do these new deals, these trade deals. He's been dealing with that. I mean, since the beginning, since he got here, and so people forget that part. It hasn't even been a year. It's coming close to the end of the year, October, November, December. I really am. That is not financial advice, but I really am thinking like we're going to see another pump before end of year. I don't know how big it's going to be, but I do believe that personally. And then unless again some crazy stuff happens, some Black Swanny stuff, I really feel like we're doing damn good.
But okay, so like I like this. We can go back and forth. For me, like if I get to talk to people that work on Wall Street, right? And they're like, the money hasn't even gone into your markets yet. You guys are idiots. That's what they say. I'm being serious, AJ. They're just like, you guys don't know how to hold. We can obviously tell that like you're new. You imagine like this is our market. We like a lot of people have been through 1 or 2 cycles already. We're panicking over what? Like over what? Like the government shut down right now. Yeah, and the government shut down, things went up, Bitcoin went up, gold is like fucking running.
Yeah.
I mean, like traditional markets went up, crypto went up. Okay, last 4 to 5 days don't look so pretty. It's red. But aren't you, if you have money on the sidelines, why aren't you buying? Like if you believe in crypto and its ecosystem, why aren't you buying here? No, I'm being dead serious. Even if you buy Bitcoin at 105,000 and it goes down to 80,000, wouldn't you DCA your way to 80? Because it's not going lower than 80, hypothetically speaking. I don't even think it's going there, but in general, if it does go to 80, it's gonna pop right back up. You think the institutions that everybody wanted here, you think the institutions are going to let the asset go down? I don't think so. They got clients to go. I mean, they were selling their clients on Bitcoin. You think they're going to make Bitcoin go down or allow for it to go down? No, I think it's going to pop right back up. I wouldn't be surprised if we see like 150, 175 by the end of the year. From Bitcoin's perspective, I think Ethereum is about to pop off. I think the memes are going to make a comeback. I know they are going to make a comeback. The real ones. This market has been oversaturated. With the launch pads, the 95,000 launch pads, with the 95,000 tickers created every single day. At some point, I've seen this before through cycles. People are going to get tired and say, you know what? It's time for me to get into real plays. Real plays in the memes, real plays in the utilities, and obviously get myself some Bitcoin and Ethereum in the top 10. I mean, like, do you not see that?
Yeah, dude. I see it big time, and it's like there's some people that will say, "Oh, what's the point of Bitcoin right now? It's only going to go to like maybe 150 or 200." I mean, I think first off, that's insane. Secondly, we're talking about there's millions of people that don't own it yet that are interested and that are um, curious, and they don't understand your perp dex, they don't understand leverage, your whatever, they don't understand your other tokens. But they're trying to learn. They're trying to learn Bitcoin, and as they're learning, as they're watching the guys out there that have been out there talking about Bitcoin for years, and now we have more people who people trust talking about Bitcoin. I mean, the Bitcoin conference, bro, it's huge. It was like 35,000 people last time I went to one in Vegas, which was it was too much. There's another one going on in Abu Dhabi. I'll probably go to. Then there's a Bitcoin boxing that is happening. Then it's just growing, bro. There's just so much stuff happening. And I think Bitcoin is either people's gateways or I've noticed meme coins. So it's either usually like Bitcoin or let's say XRP, like something that got a lot of attention over the last whatever years, which was a lot of people got XRP, right? And a lot of people have Bitcoin. Or people came in through memes. And that's something that you've talked about since day one when you were, you're always saying, but memes can get people on board, can get people in crypto, just get their foot in the door. And people don't understand, like you have people talking to themselves on Twitter Spaces and talking to their little group of people and without like any other awareness of the greater good or the greater world of their understanding of crypto and coming to. So I really think that I think the space is just a little bit bored, bro. I think they're just waiting for that massive bull run. They got super excited because of Aster, which was pretty cool. What CZ did was pretty cool. There's still a long way to go. I have some, I don't know why people are fighting Coinbase to death. I don't get it. I don't know why. I'm reading about it. I'm like, why is everybody fighting Coinbase? I don't understand it. Maybe I do get it that like some people want their stuff listed. Like, okay, BNB should be listed there. Brett should be listed there. I'm not comparing. I'm just saying like stuff that's obvious should be listed there.
BNB just got listed on there.
Right.
So they got
that was after
a
couple of tweets.
CZ's like, well, we list a lot of base things on Binance, it's time to list some BNB products onto Coinbase. I think that was his tweet today, paraphrasing.
Right. I just find myself, David, like I find myself talking to like two different groups, right? I talk to the guys that like are in crypto, understand crypto, and then I talk to the people that are like getting into it. And so I kind of have this double perspective. You got to be able to talk to the ones who are new, talk to the guys on the news, talk to the guys that are, trying to learn about it. And then you deal with the OGs who are very, very, very stuck in their ways. But all I could say is we're winning. Crypto is bigger than it's ever been. It's growing more and faster than it ever has. The voting block is much bigger. If you want to probably win in politics these days, you probably have to be pro crypto or should be pro crypto. That would be wise. I'm friends with Steve Hilton. He's running for governor of the state of California. I'm talking to him about crypto. He wants to come around and have chats and meet crypto people and kind of have a nice understanding and a nice framework for crypto. And I think us people in the crypto space need to be available and need to be kind of neutral and want to see positive growth for the space and for crypto. On whatever aisle that you're on. Like I want Gavin Newsom. I'm from California. I want Gavin Newsom to be pro crypto. Whether I think he's a great governor or not. But what?
You gonna vote for Gavin Newsom if he runs for president?
No, bro. No.
Like he destroyed your state.
Yeah, I know, bro. I know. It's pretty bad.
Like that dude is like you imagine you destroy like a state and now you're like, yeah, I think I want to like, I need to be in the Oval Office to destroy America.
Yeah, I want to run for president now because I ruined like the greatest state in the union.
Yeah, I mean, like, what the? Why did you guys elect him? Did you vote for him?
No, bro.
I can see you voted.
Yeah, sure. No. Who's in the chat? Anybody in the chat? Do you think I'm going to vote for Gavin, dude? Have you driven in LA?
I'm trying to.
Come to LA.
I'm talking to you. I'm trying to take over for a second, please.
Come to LA, bro. I'll show you. I'll show you. You'll never want to come back. There's areas in California you come to Cali, you'll never want to leave. And then there's areas you'll see you never want to come back. So it really depends on where you go.
It's scary.
There's some spots in LA, bro. It's just so dangerous. It's really horrific, bro. So wait, so this entire time you haven't been able to see me?
Bro, I am like literally not, I can't see you. So like, hold on. I'm going to fix this real quick. Because of course it would have happened on episode 600. Okay.
Yeah.
Of course. Like it's
and my first one back. What the heck, bro?
Like, Jesus Christ, man. Can you work?
I see Landy. Landy's in the chat. Nice.
Landy's scaring the shit out of everybody. Nobody understands what the fuck Landy's talking about.
Is he bearish? Landy's, are you bearish right now?
Landy's reporting it as it is, man. But nobody understands what the fuck he's saying.
Yeah, he does. He does get into it. He does.
Landy's good.
I mean, he needs to dumb it down for us third graders.
Like the G Media account said, can you go ahead and label this? Give us in layman's terms.
Right.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying, Kerry. Guys, stick with me here real quick as I go ahead and try to get this connected.
I'm the best looking thing you've had on in like a year, bro. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Jesus Christ, bro. Guy's talking about himself. Guy's talking about it. He's drinking. He's like, holy shit, he got me on here.
I'm just playing.
This is crazy that I can't, like, I don't know why it's not turning on. Man. I'm gonna have to just, you know what?
Want me to leave and come back? Want me to just leave and come back?
It's not you.
Oh. I don't know. I mean, what if that will happen? What if that'll help? I don't know.
That shit will not help right now. Where is? You know when you want to find something, you can't find something. Man, how do I get this done? How do I get this done? This is crazy. I've never seen it act up like this in my life. Restream, I hate you. Oh shit, the G Media account's on here. Okay. What is, by the way, as I'm trying to fix this, what is the lightning bolt?
Oh, well, it's just a brand out here that I like, and I've always been a lightning bolt guy. If you ever see you remember my Twitter handle? It's got a lightning bolt next to it. It's been like that when I had 0 followers. It just represents something personal. That's awesome. Maybe I'll explain it one day. But I like lightning bolts. I like thunder and lightning. I like power from above that comes down and strikes at a moment's notice. I think it's fun. And it's just means a lot to me, man. So it's, I think it's kind of part of me, and I'm trying to integrate it into my whatever that is. People call it brand, but it just sounds so like I feel like I'm a pair of shoes. Like I don't like calling myself that, but I just think lightning bolts are cool. So that's why.
All right. I'm coming back here. Okay, hold on. I think I got this. I'm excited. Oh shit, and fuck, it's lagging, but it is what it is. We'll make do with it.
You see me?
I see you now. Now I see you. Peace signs. I like the backdrop. I don't
like
know
the setup. It's coming together.
Okay, I don't know what you did there. Who did you hire?
I hired myself. That's why it took me 6 months.
6 months.
Not necessarily. I'm exaggerating, but yeah.
By the way, I do want to agree with Entrepreneur, who's in the chat right now. Entrepreneur guy. Landy did make me sell all my Bitcoin for Solana. I just want to put it out there. Landy did make me go ahead and sell all my Bitcoin for Solana. He said, absolutely. I think everybody holding Bitcoin should be selling your Bitcoin for Solana. So there you go. Episode 600, sponsored by Gemini, powered by GNN. AJ,
what's up, bro?
Guest co-hosted this show with me for a while. We had our moments. Gary Cardone, man, dropping some wild shit on my show.
That was a funny day. He also called me a degenerate gambler that day too.
Wild stuff. Wild.
Okay.
Wild, bro.
I like Uncle Gary. He's cool.
Yeah, I saw him retweet something. I love to go ahead and talk to him about that. All right. We'll get back to crypto real quick. I know you guys are like, having panic attacks. Some of you guys need therapy. What do you think about, what's this guy's name? Eldani, New York City communist. What do you feel about this guy? Did you see the performance this guy?
I didn't see it, dude. I saw the Bernie and AOC one, but I didn't see his.
The Democrats have lost it. They've all become socialists and they appreciate communism. It's just wild to watch. New York City is heading in the same direction as, actually, I think it might be heading in the worst direction than California. I don't know if you're catching it, but this guy is out here. He's not denouncing Hamas, nothing. Like, this man is straight up, bro, like, wow. I never thought in my life I would see New York City be voting for fucking a socialist. It is wild to watch. It is really wild.
And
the guy's like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to raise taxes. In order to fund government supermarkets, government-owned and run supermarkets, and to give you free bus fare, we're going to tax white people. That's what he said. We're going to
all white people deserve it. I'm kidding.
But it's wild.
By the way, people think I'm white, and then they think I'm Jewish. I'm neither. I think we should start a show called The Jew and the Gentile, me and you.
Oh my God.
I think we'll break the ice, bro. I think there's too much hate. There's too much hate. I don't get it. Even Christians are jumping in on this. It's like, relax, bro. We're supposed to be loving each other, or at least being cool.
I think everything's really this world. I haven't been the same. I gotta tell you, I haven't been the same since Charlie Kirk's death, or I should say assassination.
Yeah, that was horrific, bro. We all felt felt that, man. I mean, the dude got basically erased, and it's so sad. And then you got people uh, happy or just like, yeah, I didn't like what he was saying. He was this and he was that. I'm like, bro, you crazy, man. You guys are crazy. That's horrific. What happened?
Man was going out there debating, just having debates with knowing that he's going into environments where people don't agree or have a different take on the world. And he's going into an atmosphere knowing that people are going to come at his neck. And here he is debating and sometimes changing people's perspectives, which is cool because we used to do this, right? We used to have conversations, right? We used to have conversations. And that disappeared in the last, I would say, in the last decade, that disappeared because God forbid you voted for somebody, voted for somebody like Trump. You're disowned by your family. You're disowned by your friend. Your friends don't want to be friends with you no more. That's it. Like the conversations get heated. You can't actually have a normal conversation as to why you voted for somebody, and vice versa. Here he is out there stating his beliefs, which a lot of the things I believed in, some of the things I was like, hey, I don't agree with him on that. But again, he's speaking his truth. And he gets assassinated for speaking his truth. Somebody felt because they couldn't win an argument with them, well, I'm going to weaponize this and use a gun to go ahead and get rid of him. Wild. This is the world we live in now, where people who can't win an argument will resort to getting, a weapon and air quote thinking that they win the debate that way. And I feel like it's being encouraged by one party. Listen, I'm speaking. You don't have to be. Nobody has to agree with me, but this is my truth. It's being encouraged. When you're using words like fascist, Hitler, Nazi, there is a mentally ill person sitting and watching these programs, podcasts, mainstream media, whatever it is, The View, okay? The View, who loves to go ahead and talk about these things. You're spewing this, and that mentally ill person is like, you know what? I have to go ahead and do something. I have to go ahead and take a stand. College professors, they're going ahead and putting all this shit into these young kids' minds, like turning them into socialists, saying like communism is great. Like I'm telling you, it is just wild. It's just wild to see what has happened with our world, man. And a lot of people are afraid to go ahead and speak about these subjects because you're scared to be called a bigot or racist, but you're not. Like this is what I mean. The woke virus the shit has been put into place to make you feel like you're saying something wrong when you're not. Like saying that a biological dude can't participate in women's sports, there's nothing wrong with it. A biological dude shouldn't be going into a woman's bathroom, nothing wrong with it, right? Like that's common sense. Like a biological dude should not be in a woman's bathroom. But somehow they've made that for the last decade or so, they made that okay. Like we need to accept this. Well, I don't want to accept it. And I don't think anybody should accept or go against science. It just doesn't make sense. And that doesn't mean that somebody's a bigot. I don't care what anybody does in their bedrooms. I don't care what anybody does in terms of if you want to date the same sex, God bless you. All I've ever said, AJ, I think you've been on long enough with me here, and I've said it while we were on the show together. Don't push it on me. That's all. God bless you. Do what you love. Do what you feel, but don't push it on me. That's all I'm asking. Don't push it on me. Don't make me call you a cat because that's how you want to be acknowledged. I'm not doing that. I'm not playing that game. So when I look at Charlie Kirk and he's out there and he's just saying, hey, man, like he's speaking his truth, just like I did just there, somebody goes out and takes a weapon, a rifle, and assassinates a man for speaking his truth. It's not hate speech. Who's turned that into hate speech? Since when did speaking your truth become hate speech? I don't know. And facts, like he's speaking science. He spoke about God, okay? He spoke about God and he took science. I don't understand it. You want to disagree with them? That's fine. I don't know. I see the comments in the chat. Leave the kids alone. Yeah, absolutely. Leave the kids alone. 5 to 6-year-olds should not be learning about gender. Okay? They should be learning the goddamn alphabet, mathematics. Okay? They should be playing sports. They shouldn't be in the classrooms learning about gender. So I don't know. I know it went left just now, crypto into this, but you know
No,
what?
it's
We're
cool.
on here, we talk about this. You know, it's only appropriate that we speak our mind. It's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with it.
I think one of the biggest difference between Charlie Kirk and every other political pundit was or activist. He did share his faith a lot, and not only did he share his faith, he shared it effectively, dude. And another big difference is you can see how much he studied and how much he knew his stuff. Because you watch the news and you watch people talking on all networks, and they read every book. They go to the big schools. They do every self-help thing that you could think of. They're all high and mighty and knowledgeable and all this stuff, but they've never picked up the Bible. It's so weird to me. And then Kirk like casually just starts talking about like because I've studied it and I've read it multiple times, and I could hear him speaking, and I could hear him basically talking scripture without even mentioning scripture. That's how good the guy is. Like he was good, and I respected him for that, man. And then he really caused like all these people that claim to be to whatever religion or faith you are, like study your book, like read it, like because there's stuff in there that will affect your worldview. And I really feel like maybe that's why deep down people don't want to read it, David. I really feel like they don't. They don't want to read it because I think it will change them. I really do. I really feel like if you read the good book, if you read the Bible, it will have an effect on you. And some people don't want that. Like maybe it's subconscious, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But the cool thing about Charlie is he studied that book, man. And you could see it coming out. You could see it in his behavior. You could see it in his responses, and how he treated people, even people that were like wildly crazy. And then you see his awesome wife, Erica Kirk, like forgiving the guy, and she's taking so much heat right now.
She's smiling, right?
Because she's trying to live and not let Charlie Kirk's vision die, and be a good steward to it, right? And be a good wife, and now widow. Clearly, she was a great wife. I mean, I think she raised the bar too. Like all these chicks are like, dang, how are you going to compete with Erica Kirk? Like I want an Erica Kirk. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. I want a faithful woman, right? Who like you're not going to have any doubts in your mind of just like her faith, her love of God, I'm not saying there ain't girls out there, but like, still single, dating here and there, man, it sucks. So you see like the example of Charlie, the example of Erica and their family and my pastor, he used to come to my pastor's church, Pastor Phil. Like he's been there and he's done, like I was supposed to probably meet Charlie relatively soon. I had the honor of meeting Laura Trupp. Eric is coming down. We're going to meet Eric. He's coming down to the church for a conference, and it's just really horrific what took place. But basically, the difference with Charlie is, I believe, was his faith, because there's plenty of political people out there. They're crazy, bro. They're just like blah blah blah, conspiracy. Everything is conspiracy. I'm pretty much an occasional conspiracy theorist too. I don't trust anything really that I see, but like, what spirit are you under, dude? Like what attitude do you have? What is your posture toward others? And what is your posture toward this country, right? And toward your fellow man and your fellow American. Like, even if you're gay, right? Or even if you're a liberal, I don't want you to, have harm come upon you, right? We're not supposed to be doing that to each other. And actually, there's Christians attacking Christians too. It's really absurd. Oh, you know, so I can go into this for a very long time. Probably should be on Rumble or something, but I should
We
pull
are
maybe
on
not.
Rumble right now.
Oh, okay, cool. That's awesome, man. I didn't know that. But I said that to say, like, there's a lot I have to say on this topic, and I just want to say, like, it affect Charlie Kirk's um, death, assassination, affected me greatly too. It tried to cause fear, not just for myself, but for anyone who wants to have a mic, make a difference. So that's why it's important for people to come up and continue to speak.
Welcome to episode 600 of the breakdown. Technical issues, but we're rolling with it. And I honestly, we touched on crypto. We're touching on basically freedom of speech. That's really what we're touching on, and like getting back to where we were like 2 decades ago, where people would be able to speak their mind, like free to speak their mind. I'm not talking about crossing the line. I think people get confused with that. Like nobody's trying to cross the line. We just want to go back to speaking like normal human beings without, oh my god, I didn't say your pronoun correctly. Like I think that is crazy. Honestly, I think that it is insane.
Yeah, people are
Insanity.
pretty sensitive, bro. People are very, very sensitive. I
Big
mean,
time.
I grew up in the 80s and 90s, you know. Me and you.
I'm gonna, by the way, I finally got this to work. I don't want to jinx it. We are live. Finally, I can see you again. Okay.
Happy 600.
And just like when I say that, it starts to lag. But it is what it. At this point, it is what it is. Do you see the little title that I have underneath my name?
What does that say? H
HJIC. What do you think it stands for?
hi wait. I was gonna say hijack Inc. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. Let me think about this. HJIC. I don't know, bro. I'm not getting anything.
Head Jew in charge.
Wow. I'll scratch my Jewish nose on that.
No.
Oh my gosh. That
Yeah.
should I put HGIC? Head Gentile in charge under mine?
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Congratulations.
The one person I want to bring, I don't know. Landy don't talk to me no more, so I don't know. But one day we're gonna bring Landy on as a guest, so we can go ahead and chop it up, because he puts out like really great stuff Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. He'll break down the markets and stuff. But there are a lot of people that like they don't understand it, so I think he needs to use NFL, NHL, NBA, NASCAR terms to describe what is actually happening within the markets. I think people just have a hard time understanding charts, even if it's explained thoroughly and articulated correctly. It's just they have a really hard time. I think a lot of people get caught up in everything that people say online. These random people with a fish as an NFT or a profile picture with only like 6 followers is telling everybody that it's over. Like it's just like more. I don't know at this point. Should we give a fuck about people that just don't want to listen? Do you still have to give a fuck about people that don't want to listen?
That don't want to listen? No, you don't have to. You don't have to care.
Tell me more, by the way. So I don't want to miss on this. You're doing something with the block.
Yeah.
What
great
are
people.
you, by the way, what's your title there, and what are you doing with the block, and what is it doing in general?
I'm on the board. I do partnerships basically from east to west, west to east. They're trying to be the bridge. I'm kind of a bridge. They're great people over there, man. They're very, very tied in and tuned in to the UAE, to the government, to licensing. It's basically the chamber of virtual assets out there. So, we have a chamber in commerce and a chamber of this, chamber. It's the chamber of virtual assets. And because I've been going to the UAE for a very long time, and the folks that I know, the friends that I know, the people that want to speak or build or do something in the UAE, they come to me sometimes. They're like, "Hey, how do I do it? What do I do?" Blah blah blah. Now I can, lead them there. And there's an entire team. Their new office is in the World Trade Center of the UAE over there, and the same building as exchanges. I think Binance is in there, OKX is in there, and we got the entire bottom floor. There's a media wing to it too. They're at every single tech event. There's just so much. I don't know if you heard that notification. I should
I
probably
heard
turn
that.
on. Yeah, there's just so
Was
much.
that Trump?
Sorry,
Was that Trump?
no, that was my friend Sabe. You probably should meet him. It's a good guy. Let me put this on do not disturb. But no, that wasn't Trump. So yeah, no, bro, they're awesome. And then the CEO is my friend. He was a co-founder of ArchDAO. Went and became a CEO of the block. And right now I'm partnering. You're welcome to have come by. Mikasa Sukasa. That you already talked to them. But there's David Meltzer's partnered up. David Meltzer, Jerry Maguire. He's partnered up with the block. We're working on a couple of really big RWA projects right now. So there's just a lot going on, man. They're really, really good people, and they're very, very plugged in. So even if they don't invest, so let's say you have an idea, right, Dave? Like you want to build something in Web3, something have to do with tokenizing or anything, right? You could take it to them. They have their own fund. If they like it, if they feel like it's a part of their thing, they want to do it, they can invest themselves. They can get it going. It's like an incubator-ish. But even if not, you're a part of that chamber, which is filled with other business people in the industry that might be interested. You see what I mean? So
Yeah.
so it's just like it's an incredible group, a network of people, and I'm excited to go. I was supposed to go to this event the other day and speak, but I kind of messed up
LA?
my ankle. What's up?
In LA?
No, well, there's one going on in LA, but the one in the UAE, I think it's called Get Text or something. It was a huge one, and but there's so many events happening in November, December. I think I'm just gonna go back to the UAE around that time.
You love the UAE.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's great, bro. It's safe. It's clean. It's nice. These guys know how to do it, man. They know how to do it out there. So it's just another world. A lot less red tape. Everybody goes through the UAE now. Everybody does. So I recommend it.
Ladies and gentlemen, AJ coming back onto the show, which is cool. Like I wish I could see you. Like I have to turn around.
Still,
Yeah, I have to turn around to this screen to see like what is happening, right? This screen is black. I should take a picture of it. Just completely fucking black. I can't see what the fuck is happening.
I'm sitting here very comfortable because I got myself a little couch. So I'm sitting on a couch.
Do you know that by the way, I like it. Because I remember I used to sit on my white couch.
I like it, man. You can sit here, you do a little podcast, do a little talk. You're not like sitting on your computer. I still have my laptop right here, and I got my computer over there, but and I still got the soundboard going, so it's coming together. It's just like I literally texted you like, "Hey, I'm pretty much, look, it's coming together," and you're like, and then you invited me on. I was like, "Oh man, I got to make sure the sound's good." Oh god,
I got news coming out in the next week. That's pretty cool. I've decided to finally like care about myself.
What do you mean?
Just like in general, like I've always been focused on building everybody else's brand.
Yeah.
And for 2 years I forgot about my own brand. Like me, like my personal brand. And I have a lot to say. I have my podcast, was bringing on notable people, and then like I just took it back. I just sat back for a second and just like nothing wrong with it either, because I do things, me, like I do things because I want to do them. It's not that I'm forced to do them. I just want to do them.
Yeah.
But then like sometimes you should be a little bit selfish. There's nothing wrong with just being a little bit selfish. And I'm just like doing some really dope stuff. Podcast is coming back.
Good.
Just sitting with like It's not. It just how everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna do a podcast. I'm gonna bring on every single famous person. It's not even about that. Like
Mm.
it's not. I'll bring on notable people, but I also want to talk to regular people like that are not notable and just like chop it up and have a conversation. Life, whatever it is. Like I there's so much I want to do. And like a couple of weeks, I don't know if you've seen me, but a couple of weeks ago, like the Band-Aid ripped off. You've seen Rage, right? I'm gonna tell you why it ripped off. But there's a ticker called Rage, right? Rage guy, ticker Rage. So there's this whole battle online. It's an online battle. That's what I feel like it is now. And I went into that Rage guy, the other Rage guy, AJ. I went into that one first.
Mm.
I like Rage Guy comics. I've seen it for a really long time, so I like it. I fuck with it. Go into that, then I see, and I have other Rage Guys already, just sitting in my wallet, dead, whatever. But like, I seen another Rage Guy. It was with the ticker Rage, and I'm like, I'll go into this one also. Fuck it. It doesn't matter because I'm trying. Like at the end of the day, everybody's trying to make gains. Okay, they will tell you one thing, they'll lie their asses off. I call it as it is, right? Like it is what it is. I'm sitting back. I'm not even trying to go onto social media to talk about any of this stuff. But I see slowly, I see what's happening. I see like we were in a chat and I mentioned, hey, I'm in both. And I actually said I was in the first one and then I went into both. And then people started attacking me. And then they were trying to kind of like force me into being in the other Rage Guy. Nobody forces me to do anything. If anybody knows me, the people that are close to me, I'm way too stubborn to go into things that you want me to go into. It's my money. I'll go into whatever the fuck I feel is fit. I started getting dissed by these fucking swine flu motherfuckers. And then some dude, some influencer, decides to go out there, tier 10 influencer, starts to go ahead and shit on me. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to tell you this. As soon as I saw the tweet, AJ, I'm driving. I stopped. I had a green light. I stopped on the side of the road. And I read this, my hand's shaking. My temper's coming out. You know what I'm talking about. I'm like, this is uncharacteristic like of me. I go ahead and just write, the ticker is Rage. And I was enraged at that moment. I was like, wow. Like to get me to this point, to go ahead and just like say, fuck it. Like, fuck it. So
I remember that.
So I said, I'm going to fuck with this Rage. Still have the other Rage, but I'm going to fuck with this Rage. I want to see it pop off. Bro, I've lost so many friends over a ticker.
Crazy.
Well, I don't even know if they were friends, right? If I lost people over a ticker, they weren't friends to begin with. But I lost people that were in my circle, and my circle isn't that big either. But I've lost people in my circle. I had people wish that the shit would go to zero, knowing that I'm in it. I would never do that. I would never, ever wish for anybody. I would never wish for an individual to lose. And I would never wish for their asses to go to zero. Straight shots at me. So I'm like, fuck that. Band-Aid ripped off 2016 version of me. I'm back. Fuck it if you don't like it. I don't give a fuck. If you have an opinion, you know what I learned, AJ? If somebody is willing to give their take on something and they know it might hurt you, then you're allowed to go ahead and give your opinion right back. You know what happens? Motherfuckers are really quick to go ahead and give you their opinions, knowing that it might go ahead and set you off. But as soon as you clap back, oh my God.
Yep.
Right? How dare you? No, how dare you? How dare you? So yeah, this is honestly, AJ, I've said this so many times. I could have retired. I actually not could have. I'm retired as of like fucking 7 years ago or some shit. Okay? I do this because I like having fun. I like having fun. Anybody who tells you why are you still here? Why is this person invest? Why wouldn't you still? It's like saying Warren Buffett, why are you still investing into the markets? Because he likes to have fun and he likes to make money. Okay? People speak his language. Who speaks our language in crypto? Who speaks our language in crypto, AJ? Can
Not
you
very many.
outside-
Not very many people.
Can you go outside and have a conversation about anything that we talk about right now?
Very rare. No.
Who can speak your language?
My dog.
We go on to X, people understand what the fuck we're talking about. Right?
Kinda. We're losing that too, bro. Yeah. Shit, to be honest.
But now I'm just like, AJ, it's like with Charlie Kirk's death, which affected me. I'm telling you, it did affect me. Because I'm a podcaster. You're a podcaster. I'm somebody that's like, I'm unhinged. I'm unfiltered. I say what the fuck I want to say.
Right.
And watching what happened to him was like, holy shit, here's a person who was saying what he felt. So that, and then you see how like, and I'm being like open here, very open. I'm like, man, I've always helped everybody else's brand. I never asked anything in return either. I've never asked for anybody to say, oh, David's a great guy. I've never asked anybody to give me anything in return. I've never asked anybody to give me a pat on the back. I never asked for a thank you. Because you do things because you want to do them. You do things because you want to do them. Because it's in your soul. Like my soul tells me I want to do these things. But it's come to a point where like, hey, I gotta do things for myself too. After 2-3 years, I gotta do shit for myself too. I need DG gotta come. Yeah, third person DG gotta come back. Okay, DG is not gonna stand on the sidelines no more. I ain't coaching. I didn't retire to go coach. I'm still playing on the court. That's how I'm feeling, AJ. That's exactly how I'm feeling. People are like unhinged. I can't even see anything that's being written, but I had to peep it over here, unhinged. But that's it, AJ. That's why I'm like, yo, like I have to do my own brand. I got to get back to my brand. I got to get back to, unfiltered show and all these things that I was doing. Just to go ahead and take shit to the next level. I have a lot to say. I feel I have a lot of value to bring. I have a lot of things to say. I think they need to be said, and I think there are people waiting for it to be heard. That's why I'm on this. And I don't give a fuck whether people like me or not. I used to care about it so much. Oh, I don't want to step on toes because then if I say this, no, fuck that, because nobody's scared to say shit to me, so I ain't scared to say shit to you. How do you feel about that, AJ?
Let him speak, man. You got to talk. You got to, I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons why I really haven't, I get some offers sometimes from some companies and organizations or whatever, even exchanges. And I just feel like if my voice is controlled, then I lose myself. Like I need to be free to speak what I want to say. And I think that's the whole point of this medium. That's the whole point of podcasting, the whole point of everything. Even when more, let's say, sponsors come, like you still have to find the right sponsors that will work with you the way you are. And I think when you lose your voice, you lose your essence. So I'm thankful I've always kept mine, and you clearly have kept yours. So whether we agree with what you're saying or not, that's another story, right? That doesn't matter. That's sidebar. We need to be free to speak.
I think that's the main thing. You need to be, like people, like I've had this in my life where people have tried to tell me what the fuck to do and what the fuck to say. I got here by myself. Respectfully, I'm not trying to diss anybody. I got here by myself. I know what the fuck to do. I got here, right? Like you got to your positions. I got to my positions because I did it. Not you, I. Did people help along? Yeah, but like you can't change. People don't want me to be reserved. Like nobody started following me because I was reserved. No, they followed me because I was unhinged, unfiltered. I tell you what it is. Okay? No one followed me. They followed a fucking New Yorker who just like drops F bombs to get his point across, but in a really cute fashion.
No comment on that one. But
I was just trying to get I try to get you. I try to get you, man. But
no,
no,
no comment. But yeah, no, I hear you, man. No, you
get
got to
where
be
I'm
yourself.
from. Nobody, ain't
And
nobody
you're always yourself, man. I never
no,
not
reserved.
seen that.
Reserved. Because
That's
that day
different.
that Gary Cardone said that shit, I would have. This is what happens, right? That day Gary Cardone said what he said, I would have clapped back immediately.
You would have turned into like some Jadakiss or something.
Imagine telling Gary Vee how he's supposed to go ahead and approach media.
Well, I mean, Gary Vee's he's taught people how to do it. I mean, he's different.
Imagine going to Joe Rogan and telling Joe Rogan
pioneer.
how he should approach media.
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
So you're saying you're Joe Rogan?
No. No.
I had to say something. I was just messing with you, bro.
I am David Gottstein. That's who I am. And just like you are, AJ, I think we all bring something to the table. And I think you should never be muted because that's not genuine. Because, like, why do people tune in? They tune in because they want to hear real talk, right?
Yeah.
Why are people tuning into podcasts right now? Because they want to hear real, unfiltered talk about topics that they're interested in. Or they might not even know about, but now they become interested in it and invested into them. That's why.
You made me think of something. So I've got some stuff that I think I'm chewing on talking about publicly, nothing bad, but stuff with faith and other things and just spiritual stuff. I'm a spiritual person, right? But that can mean so much in 2025. Like, it's like you'll find like some crackhead and they're like, I'm spiritual, and I'm like, you're interesting. But no, but like there's some people that have figured it out. Like I that are able to share confidently. And I'm confident with, like, I'll talk about my faith at any moment of time. And I've talked to you about mine a good jillion times. But it's like publicly on a platform, so I don't know if you ever heard of a guy named Ruslan. Oh, I did mention him to you. Ruslan, he's got a YouTube channel, pretty big.
Yeah, you
And
did mention it.
yeah, nice guy. I spent a few hours with him the other weekend. And that was my question to him. I'm like, hey man, started off in crypto, kind of got a platform from it. And how do I transition into other topics? And obviously faith is one of them and other things. And he gave me some advice. It was actually very kind. It was funny because I for 2 hours I'm talking to him and I'm all over the place. I'm like, well, 2020, or 2004, this happened to me, and him just bouncing around, right? And this poor guy's like, this guy's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to figure out, because I'm not a preacher, right? I'm not a pastor. I'm not any of that. So for me, I like, first and foremost, I want to do things right. It's not about afraid of talking about something. It's about timing. How deep do I go? What do I do? Also, just, do I make a dedicated channel for it, or do I sprinkle it into whatever I'm doing? And his advice was start sprinkling. That was his advice to me. I was like, thank you. And then I talked to Zuby about it. Zuby said, don't be stingy with your gift. I was like, that one was pretty spot on.
Yeah.
So for me, it's more like getting comfortable to go to whatever realm I'm trying to get into in conversation. Right. And then for you were talking about your unfiltered self.
Yeah.
That shouldn't change. You're you, but you decide how much you filter at any moment in time. You decide, it does say don't cast your pearls among swine. There's some things like you just don't need to say. And then for me, I got some pearls, right? But if I release it on the internet, like, swines have access. So I'm just like, okay, so what do I do? Do I just keep this one-on-one with people? That's what I do. I do a lot of one-on-ones, or small groups, or do I just say, here's some goodies, swines get to eat too? So I don't know. you know. And for me, it's like no one kind of decides how I respond. I respond my own way. So I guess like for you, as long as you're being you, you're responding in your own way, how you decide to respond. And it's you just gotta just be yourself. I want to be myself, but it's like how deep do I go? How far do I go? And that maybe I'm trying to overanalyze. Maybe I just need to take a step. Maybe I just need to like stop overthinking because I do overthink. I do analyze things. But that's my life.
It's gonna be good, therapeutic, man. It is a beautiful thing when you can just rip the band-aid off and say what the fuck you want to say. For me it's unhinged, right? I'm unfiltered. Okay? You're
Yeah.
a little bit more reserved. A little bit more reserved. A little
Little
bit.
bit. Yeah.
A little bit. Just a tad bit.
Because I use timing.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
I want to like spice it up a little bit, and then boom,
Oh my god.
make it hit a little harder.
Nah, it's been honestly, like it's really cool to have you on. Even though like this sucks because like only up until now the screen has started working. So I finally got to see again your background. Um Obviously we had a lot of fun doing the shows, bringing on people, chatting it up. Um Guys, you never know. I don't know, man. You never know. That's how I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it just like that. You just never know.
Well,
Okay?
you're my brother, dude. You're my brother,
course.
regardless. And I think we're always gonna do some cool stuff. And this is your 600th episode. What we did was rocked out, man. We rocked every single day for a few months, and shocked. I shocked myself actually. So it was awesome, and I learned a lot, and I appreciate it. And so who knows? I'm gonna be recording some stuff very soon, and you are too. But who knows what's gonna happen? Whatever it is, it's gonna. I want it to be interesting and add value to other people. So you know, because you know what you can do, and you have a decent idea of what I can do, and like if we could add value, and if we can bring something to someone out there, bro, like I'm in. You know, I'm in.
100%. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it was only right to have AJ come on here, 600 episode, to go ahead and chat it up. And I do apologize for these technical difficulties. I don't know what's happened, man. Up until honestly, just right now, the screen is finally working. I see AJ. I see the comments that are coming in. I do really appreciate you guys. I just want to say that, like the audience that has decided to follow me ever since I pushed the live button. And my first stream was in a car. I was driving like a maniac screaming, "We're going higher." You guys decided to go ahead and follow me, and you know, that's been pretty fucking dope. And more episodes to come. We ain't stopping at 600. I really do have some cool shit in the works. And you never know who's going to be joining that party as well. I really do. Like my goal is to be fucking huge. But for the right reasons. It's not ego driven. It's more so I got a lot of things to say, and I think I deserve that platform. That's really it. At the end of the day, like I want people to know more about crypto. I want to talk more about God. I want to touch on a lot of things that I don't feel that are talked enough. And I don't think we have enough podcasts talking about it from a real standpoint, genuinely speaking about it. Not just, you know what I'm talking about. Like you see these fucking reels and they touch keywords, but I don't know if they really mean it. So anyway, it is what it is. That's what's happening. It is episode 600, the breakdown. AJ is here, sponsored by Gemini. GNN is a network that powers this. But again, next week I'll have some more news on shit. I'll talk to AJ about it. Shout out to Landy in the room. Shout out to everybody who's joined the room to go ahead and, I know a lot of you guys like to sit back and not engage. I know that. You tell me in my DMs, "Oh, great show." Why don't you say it in the goddamn chat? Okay? Say it in the goddamn chat. By the way, I got my subs finally after a year and 3 months. You're finally able to subscribe to me on X. I've had this on TikTok and everywhere else, AJ, but X just refused to fucking give me that shit. But be
That's
back
cool.
on Monday, ladies and gentlemen, and stay tuned because you never know. You never know what kind of news will drop. Crypto will survive. I'm gonna leave it with. I want to leave this. I also, by the way, I leave the show with a quote consistently. It's like the quote of the
Nice.
day for me.
Do it.
And I just want to say one thing, and obviously I'll let AJ get the mic as well. AJ, you got anything to say?
No, man. I appreciate you. I want to hear the quote of the day.
I want to say crypto will survive. We'll be fine. Okay. If you are in real conviction plays, you'll be fine. That's it. Let me pull up. Let us use this one. Quote of the day. Okay. Quote of the day. Today's reminder, life will Today's reminder, life will test you again and again. Weak men break, strong men bend, adapt, and rebuild. The goal isn't to have an easy life, it's to become the kind of man who can handle any life. Ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to AJ, The Block. Check him out there if you want to do business. Okay. Check out AJ in general. Give him a follow if you want to, link up with them to do any sort of business or to have him on your podcast or him to have you on the podcast. Definitely tune into AJ. Give him that follow. AJ, really, it was really a cool time during a time where I think the space needed a dope ass podcast. Live stream goes up and we're just chatting away and we're two different personalities. I'm a wild son of a bitch. Here comes AJ, who's don't get it twisted. He got a fucking temper to him, but he's just reserved with it. Okay. And then you have his whole family watching him live with me, and I'm walling out, and his dad's asking questions. Okay. Why is this guy cursing like a madman? Okay. But it worked out. I know AJ from holy shit. He came into a space one day and he's complaining.
5 years ago.
Say that again.
5 years ago.
5 years ago, AJ comes into one of my spaces and he's complaining. And I'm like, man, stop being a bitch. And I don't mean that in that it wasn't like trying to be hurtful. It's just like, hey, man, in New York, stop being a bitch and go do something about it. Well, guess what? AJ went and done something about it. He didn't slide up next to me and try to milk me in any way like others would. No, AJ went on his own. I'm telling, not a lot of people would do this, but AJ went on his own. Okay, probably mad as fuck at me because I went ahead and called him, or he might have thought I called him a bitch, but I was just more so saying stop being a bitch, not gender specific. Stop being a bitch. Go do it. If you want to do something, go do it. What happens 5 years later? He does something. Then he jumps onto a podcast. I don't know. He's like, oh my God, I'm going live. Learns it real quick, goes live, and then he sits down and does interviews with a bunch of really cool, notable figures, man. I've even watched some of the stuff that he's put out there. He's out there in Dubai. He's doing his thing. Do not say you can't do something. Do not put it into the universe that you can't do something. You can do anything that you fucking want. Okay? You got to work for it, though. You got to work for it. Bottom line. Nobody's giving you shit. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's giving you shit. You're going to have to claw for it. And people are going to tell you no. They're going to tell you no all the time. I heard all the no's. Okay? I heard all the no's. But at the end of the day, there's one door that opens up and somebody says yes, and it becomes like a snowball effect. It trickles down into everything. Everything becomes good. Everything becomes good. So shout out to AJ doing his thing. You can squabble like brothers, but you can always tip your cap and respect people. Okay. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, man. It comes back to like, hey, good people respect good people. Hope that everybody wins, no matter what they're fucking doing. Okay. Bring your whole team with you, but also be a little bit selfish. I encourage people to be just a little bit selfish. Okay. Just a little bit. Now, if I had my glasses, I'd put them on also. You look like, right now, though, you look like you're related to George Michael in a good way. In a good way. End of George Michael's career, he had the beard and shit.
The end too. The end of his career.
And-
Not in his prime.
he didn't have. Well, I mean, I'm just
He
saying.
didn't have a prime.
Uh,
No, I'm kidding. I just did this for old time's sake, bro.
yeah, I know.
I
I
just
know.
always do that.
I know. UFC hat, UFC sweater. We were
I
out.
know. Yeah. My lime
Never know.
greens hoodies or whatever I was wearing.
Never know, man. Never know what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah,
But
dude, no,
thank you
appreciate
everybody
it.
for tuning in from LinkedIn, from YouTube, from Rumble to TikTok's coming. Again, I'm working on the IP, so the IP API or whatever that shit's called. Working to integrate that. I'm having a little bit trouble. Also, Instagram, that shit's giving me trouble as well. But we'll get it all tuned up. And again, next week I'll go ahead and tell you exactly what's happening, the podcast, when it's happening, and what it's about. I want to just explain to you guys what I am doing. Shout out to everybody else. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which happens every day. It's Hotep Jesus live. And by the way, catch him tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as he does the nightly recap. Shout out to everybody else. You got Landy Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. He comes out with the market update. You got Julie Kennis. She does her show at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I met Julie in Vegas. She's cool at the Bitcoin
Julie's
conference.
cool. Julie's cool, man. She's trooping away. You got Taylor. She's on the network. Taylor.
She's wild.
Talk to Me, Taylor is wild. Absolutely. 100%. And then you have Rob Nelson, who just breaks down geopolitics. So, but on that note, yo, my friend, thank you very much for coming on, man. Hopefully
Gotcha.
more. Hopefully
Yes,
more.
bro.
Not just once. Hopefully more.
Let's do some epic stuff. It's good to see
And
you.
guys, be good, man. Enjoy your fucking weekend. Don't worry about it. The market's not going nowhere. We only go up from here. We only go up from here.
You